You gonna hate me for this one. Oh. Jay-Z, Pharrell, Diddy.
Damn, Usher!
Club Shay Shay's podcast is turning into this go-to spot for artists spilling the tea, and Usher just spilled a whole pot. He dished on the supposed shady stuff about Jay-Z and Diddy, spilling the survival secrets. But hold up, he didn't stop there. Apparently, there's an even bigger mystery than Jay-Z and Diddy, and he's pointing fingers at none other than Queen Bey herself, Beyonce. Yeah, Usher went there, talking about some next-level enigma with Mrs. Carter.
A bit of a reckless thing for me because I think some of the actions that I had taken, some of the decisions that I had made began to sabotage me. And it may have been personal sabotage because I just wanted some idea.
This week, Usher spilled some behind-the-scenes beans on Club Shay Shay, the podcast hosted by the former football champ, Shannon Sharpe. Sharpe went in with the tough questions, asking Usher if he ever passed up on a collaboration and later regretted it. Usher's response? Hold on to your hat. You gonna hate me for this one, he said. Jay-Z, Pharrell, Diddy, and me were supposed to be a group. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't say no. I didn't say yeah. I think that we just got caught up. We all got caught up in the moment. We were talking about it and having secret meetings about it. Usher went on to share more on the What Could Have Been saga. We were talking about music and how we were gonna flip it and the business side of things. Somehow we just got distracted and it never happened. That's one that I actually wish would have happened. While Usher has collaborated individually with Diddy, Jay-Z, and Pharrell, the epic foursome never joined forces to drop a track together. Back in 2002, Usher teamed up with Diddy on the chart-topping Billboard single I Need a Girl Part 1. The collaboration continued as Usher joined the Bad Boy Records founder on Better on the Other Side, a heartfelt tribute to the late Michael Jackson. Fast forward a few years, and Usher found himself in the studio with both Jay-Z and Beyonce for his fourth studio album, Here I Stand. Jay-Z dropped a verse on Best Thing, while Beyonce lent her vocals to the remix of Love in This Club. And let's not forget Usher's 2012 Lookin' For Myself album, where Pharrell jumped on the track Twisted. Absolutely, Pharrell and Jay-Z have both dipped their toes into the supergroup scene. Pharrell joined forces with Lupe Fiasco and Kanye West to create Child Rebel Soldier back in the 2000s. Meanwhile, Jay-Z had his stint in the New York-based collective Murder Inc., alongside J. Rule and DMX. However, maybe that's when Usher was exposed to the real face of Beyonce. Usher shared a charming anecdote about meeting Beyonce back in the day when she was part of the girl group, The Dolls. Managed by Daryl Simmons, a producer and songwriter who collaborated with Usher, the Dolls visited Atlanta for the first time. Usher, being the responsible teenager, was asked to look after them. I think I looked over them while they were doing something in the house. I had to watch over because I was like the authority, because I guess I was the teenager at the time, Usher explained. He clarified that he wasn't a nanny or a manny, but more of a chaperone, ensuring they stayed out of trouble. Reflecting on those early days, Usher admitted he didn't foresee Beyonce's global stardom, but he noticed her unique talent and brightness. He expressed genuine excitement for her incredible success, describing it as really great for my sister, to see that she's done so amazing and continue to thrive and just get bigger and better. Usher and Beyonce's bond extends beyond mere professional collaboration. It's a testament to a genuine friendship cultivated over the years. Their history is peppered with joint projects and mutual support, showcasing a camaraderie that goes beyond the spotlight. In 2003, Usher took the lead in Beyonce's Naughty Girl music video, revealing not just their professional chemistry, but also their impressive dancing skills. The duo continued to captivate audiences in 2008 when they delivered a powerhouse duet of Love in This Club Part 2 at the BET Awards, leaving the crowd in awe of their vocal prowess and stage charisma. Usher hasn't shied away from expressing his admiration for Beyonce, acknowledging her profound impact on the music industry, cultural landscape, and her philanthropic endeavors. Beyond the glitz and glamour, he sees her as a dedicated mother of three. Usher's repeated affirmations of their bond, labeling her as his sister, underscore the depth of their connection. However, now it looks like Beyonce's alleged evil actions has stopped him taking her side. In recent years, there has been ongoing speculation about the reasons behind Lauryn Hill's disappearance. While some have previously suggested that she may have struggled with addiction or mental health issues, a recent disclosure from Lauryn Hill herself suggests a different narrative. According to her, it appears that her career decline was orchestrated by her closest friend and collaborator, Beyonce.
Young people know that it is not a burden to love him and to represent him.
Lauryn Hill's rise to stardom was rapid. achieving milestones that continue to pose a challenge for contemporary rap artists to surpass, even 2 decades after her breakthrough. However, the perplexing aspect lies in the swift decline of her career after the release of just one album, considering her immense potential to accomplish even greater feats.
Until I realized that until you conquer the enemy in yourself, you can't deal with anyone.
Back in the past, about 15 years ago, the starlight of a 23-year-old Lauryn Hill reached its zenith as she unveiled what would ultimately stand as her defining musical legacy. Prior to this, she had soared to fame as a member of the hip-hop trio The Fugees, alongside fellow artists Wyclef Jean and Pras. Her solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, followed, becoming a phenomenon with its multi-platinum sales and securing 5 Grammy Awards for the exceptionally talented singer-rapper.
Breaking the record for the most Grammy wins of all time. Be upstanding and show your respect. It's Renaissance, Beyonce.
These achievements etched her name in history as the first female artist to earn multiple Grammy nominations and wins in a single night, while her album also marked the first hip-hop themed work to seize the prestigious Album of the Year Grammy.
What I mean is like, just have to stay firm.
Curiously, during the very year of Lauryn's solo album introduction, another significant talent began to make waves in the pop realm. A 16-year-old artist who would eventually go by her first name alone, Beyonce, stepped onto the scene with Destiny's Child and their self-titled debut album. Intriguingly, there exists a subtle 1-degree connection between these two icons. Destiny's Child collaborated with Wyclef on their track No No No, marking the release of their first successful single that ascended to the summit of R&B charts.
Breaking the record for the most Grammy wins of all time. Be upstanding and show your respect. It's Renaissance, Beyonce.
In retrospect, a closely intertwined narrative unfolds. As one star's trajectory faltered, another soared. The focal point, Lauryn Hill, reportedly declined a lead role in the Hollywood production Charlie's Angels, aligning herself with a specific brand of feminism. Reflecting on this decision in an interview, Hill remarked, "Men like it when you sing to them, but step out and try and control things, and there are doubts. This is a very sexist industry. They'll never throw the genius's title to a sister." Interestingly, Lauryn Hill's initial taste of success came through acting. In 1991, she made her debut alongside Jean in a hip-hop adaptation of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night titled Club Thiethin. Recognizing her potential, a talent agent discovered Hill and secured her a role on the soap opera As the World Turns. Subsequently, she graced the screen in Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, earning praise from film critic Roger Ebert, who lamented that her remarkable talent was underutilized. Hill's acting journey also led her to Steven Soderbergh's King of the Hill.
I don't know, I've just been thinking about things. My mother thinks singing is dead end.
Gradually, the weight of celebrity began to take its toll on Hill. Her days became a whirlwind of tours, film projects, and music production, with even the simple act of shopping tainted by the constant presence of paparazzi. In response, she parted ways with her managers, withdrew from the public eye, and embraced a new routine centered around Bible study sessions. These classes, held 5 days a week and led by a figure known as Brother Anthony, left a profound impact on her. Reflecting on this period, Pras would later tell Rolling Stone in 2003, "I had a tape of his teachings. That is ill. F me up. I can't really explain it. It was some weird, man. It was some real cult." In stark contrast, the other luminary, Beyonce, and her group mates contributed the empowering anthem Independent Women Part 1 to the film's soundtrack. As events unfolded, one star appeared to fade from the media spotlight, while the other continued to dazzle across various publications, gracing the pages of Sports Illustrated, Vogue, GQ, and even the feminist magazine Miss One Luminary exhibited a gift for lyrics, seamlessly blending rap and melody to explore topics like politics, love, religion, and challenging the influence of corporate media. In contrast, the other gravitated towards more surface-level pursuits, centering her attention on nightlife revelry, projecting an image of glamour, and celebrating her financial independence as she navigated heartaches and fleeting romances.
I think people are so brainwashed. You get up in the morning, you click on the computer, you see all these pictures and it's all you think of is the picture and the image that you see.
Subsequently, it came to light that the song featured in Charlie's Angels had been passed on to Beyonce after she declined the film role. However, Beyonce's standing in the music industry hasn't been without its controversies. She's been associated with a willingness to trade artistic integrity for opportunities and recognition. Historically, Beyonce has been observed to readily accept offers purely for the allure of monetary gain and celebrity status. This pattern seems to have persisted in her decision to take on this particular song. At the time, Lauren could not have anticipated that this seemingly small act would have such far-reaching consequences for the trajectory of her own career. In an interview, she said, "People need to understand that the Lauryn Hill they were exposed to in the beginning was all that was allowed in that arena at the time. I had to step away for the sake of the machine. I was being way too compromised. I felt uncomfortable having to smile in someone's face when I really didn't like them or know them well enough to like." Moreover, when Beyonce was busy selling her soul, Lauren was busy gaining all the spiritual aura as Miseducation stands as an immaculately crafted masterpiece, brought to life through the collaborative efforts of a diverse ensemble of musicians. Its lyrics remain unrivaled expressions of both heartache and rebirth, symbolizing liberation from the constraints of society and a steadfast reliance on a higher power.
And in my humility, and in those places that most people wouldn't expect a lesson to come from. That's where I learned so much.
In addition, the complete album Odyssey, presented by Beyonce in Lemonade in 2016, shares a comparable coherence with the unified vision of Miseducation. Beyonce, who included a cover of X Factor during her 2014 On the Run tour, has acknowledged the influence of Miseducation on her own artistic expression. Speculations resurfaced as Beyonce was known for engaging in endeavors that were profitable to her. Fans once more criticized Beyonce for what they perceived as appropriating a legendary song for her own fame. The sentiment grew that Beyonce chose to sing Lauren's song in order to enhance her success and glamour. One of the internet users wrote, "The people who aren't getting it aren't close enough to God to understand the depth spiritual matters. Being lukewarm has been popularized, but the real ones know the real ones." Another one said, "Why are y'all expecting holiness from Beyonce in the first place? You don't reach that level of fame without giving your allegiance to the other side. The industry is evil, and you only become a big as they allow you to, and they only allow it if they know you are all in with them. There is dark, dark magic involved with the music of the biggest artists. Getting upset over this one song is like reaching into a barrel of rotten apples and picking one to throw away." Meanwhile, during the previous year, the singer made a notable return to the stage, delivering a series of highly acclaimed performances at festivals across the USA and various venues in and around Europe. However, just as her career seemed to be gaining momentum, a wrench was thrown into the works today. Reports are indicating that she might be facing potential jail time due to unpaid taxes for the years 2005, 2006, and 2007. These unpaid taxes have accumulated to a staggering sum of $1.5 million.
Ms. Hill got sentenced to 3 months of imprisonment to be followed by 1 year of probation, and during that 1 year of probation, she'll have 3 months of house arrest.
In response to these claims, she has penned a chilling open letter, shedding light on what she alleges to be a perilous landscape within the music industry. Over the past several years, Lauren has chosen to stay in what could be referred to as an underground domain. This decision was driven by the goal of nurturing a community of individuals who share similar ideals. Individuals who seek autonomy and the freedom to chase their aspirations, shielded from the influence of a media-backed military-industrial complex driven by a markedly distinct agenda. She said, "Having put the lives and needs of other people before my own for multiple years, and having made hundreds of millions of dollars for certain institutions under complex and sometimes severe circumstances, I began to require growth and more equitable treatment, but was met with resistance." That's just one incident. It is also believed that Aaliyah was also ruined by Beyonce, and it was revealed by Kanye West. For an extended period, Kanye West's camaraderie with Beyonce and Jay-Z stood out as one of Hollywood's most celebrated friendships. The connection appeared genuinely unbreakable, fostering the belief that their bond would endure indefinitely. However, contrary to expectations, the dynamics of their friendship underwent a significant shift. Over time, their once solid connection began to fray, reaching a point where communication between the three pop stars became scarce. Sources suggest that their relationship has deteriorated to the extent that meaningful conversations are now now a rarity. Despite the strained ties, Kanye West remains unreserved in expressing his thoughts on the matter. He clearly said that her mother was sacrificed with many others, and still nobody is standing up against the supposedly cruel organization. Looks like people who can't be controlled can only be traumatized or go missing. Well, we all know Kanye always speaks whatever is on his mind, and nobody can stop him from doing that. Whether he's expressing his anti-Semitic views or exposing people for carrying out human sacrifices, Kanye's always going to let us know about his opinions. Well, again, Kanye just went all out with his heavy claims, and if you still didn't get the meaning behind his bizarre claims, then we can explain it for you. Kanye hinted that a lot of celebrities are involved in human sacrifices. Now, he didn't exactly say this, but just insinuated it, but we are just good with cracking codes. Besides, he claimed that he couldn't be controlled by the people running Hollywood because he hasn't killed anyone, but then again, he gave us a list of people who could be controlled. And this leads us to the logical conclusion that he's hinting about the people who are involved in the Illuminati organization and have taken innocent lives before. That's what Kanye exactly said. They can't control me. They can control Shaq and Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Beyonce and Jay-Z. Ain't no name I won't say. It's up. Even fans believed Kanye at this point and gave him their full support, saying, "I believe it, especially when Beyonce talks about using the Bible pages as a tampon." Evil controls both Jay-Z and Beyonce. She wouldn't be as big of a star if Aaliyah was still with us, but she was sacrificed. God bless you, Ye, for confirming the evil within these people. We love you, yeah. Stay safe.
When do you start questioning how lucky some motherfuckers keep getting?
Right.
Is it really a conspiracy?
Not only Kanye, but Jaguar Wright also have some solid points to make regarding Aaliyah's death. According to her, when Aaliyah died, Beyonce's solo career was struggling and all she needed was an empty spot that could make her popular overnight. Well, Aaliyah's death seems to be the needed push for her struggling career, and now look, she is known as the Queen of Many Hearts. Despite the reality that Aaliyah is gone now, till when are we going to let the same people benefit off the same kind of tragedy over and over again? It's high time that they should pay for their crimes. Even fans are praising Jaguar for standing up for their beloved songstress, saying, "I will never forget Aaliyah. She will always be in my heart. I hate what the industry did to her. It is hard for me to hear her music nowadays without getting choked up. Her soul was love, endless love. You could see it in the way she treated other people. She was of pure heart. Thank you for speaking on this, Jaguar." Beyonce and Jay-Z have faced recurring accusations of engaging in dubious activities, consistently being the targets of conspiracy theories and elaborate speculations. These theories propose that the power couple is affiliated with the Illuminati, allegedly orchestrating a clandestine revolution and shaping a new world order. According to these imaginative narratives, the duo supposedly influences and manipulates the public through their music videos and dance routines, contributing to a perception of secrecy and hidden agendas surrounding their celebrity status. For numerous years, Jay-Z has incorporated a hand signal resembling a triangle into his performances, commonly interpreted as representing a diamond and becoming emblematic of both Jay-Z and his record label. On occasion, Beyonce has also been spotted making the same hand gesture, presumably as a show of support for her husband. However, the triangle shape has stirred associations with the Eye of Providence. This symbol is linked to various belief systems, including the Freemasons and Illuminati. Consequently, conspiracy theorists contend that Jay-Z's iconic hand signal covertly signifies his allegiance to the Illuminati. Way back in 2018, Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce's former drummer, had accused the singer for extreme witchcraft and magic spells of M. Seemingly, this was what she said.
It's literally shattered everything that I've tried to build after doing that work in my life. If I have always said when I was a kid, I never would want to regret anything.
Not only that, she further claims that Beyonce has been casting spells to keep her under her control, as much as using some mind control tactics to keep her tied down completely. Kimberly Thompson's pursuit of a restraining order against Beyonce marks a significant development in the narrative. It's crucial to recognize that restraining orders are typically issued based on concrete evidence, indicating a credible threat or potential harm. In this instance, the judge's refusal to grant the motion implies a lack of sufficient evidence supporting the claim that Beyonce posed a threat to Kimberly Thompson. Legal measures like restraining orders demand a high standard of proof, and the court's decision underscores the insufficiency of evidence to substantiate the allegations against Beyonce. On the other hand, Beyonce and Jay-Z are well aware of the increasingly bizarre theories that surround them. To get back to the haters, Beyonce directly addresses them in Formation, her lyrics stating, "Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess." news. Aaliyah's untimely death had a lasting impact on the entertainment industry and elicited profound grief from her worldwide fan base. However, in the aftermath of her passing, a wave of rumors and conspiracy theories emerged, complicating the distinction between reality and speculation. These theories spanned from speculations about the pilot's identity to more far-fetched claims, including allegations of the Illuminati's involvement in her demise as a means to facilitate Beyonce's rise to stardom. "I remember when Aaliyah passed away, I was really upset," journalist Iandoli says. "The story kept saying that she was adamant about getting on the plane. I was almost upset with her. Why did you want to get on that plane so badly? I remember wrestling with this, being like, well, she wanted to get back to Damon Dash. She wanted to be with her team, and who wouldn't want their stuff with them?" The question frequently surfaces, why Beyonce? Aaliyah and Beyonce, both rising from R&B backgrounds with burgeoning acting careers, were seen as pursuing similar dreams, laying the foundation for an alleged rivalry. According to the theory, the Illuminati supposedly favored Beyonce to continue their legacy, as Aaliyah was purportedly seeking to break free from it.
This is Beyonce on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing, girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous.
Beyonce's fan base has expanded globally, and she has undoubtedly achieved the pinnacle of the entertainment industry. However, a lingering notion persists among some that her success may have come at the expense of Aaliyah's dreams. Aaliyah's distinctive style and sound continue to inspire female artists, and there's a belief that Beyonce may have looked up to her as well. Looks like fate was at play, and now Beyonce is among us as the chosen queen. Right now, Beyonce's fans are scattered all around the world, and she is at the top of her game. But don't forget, her luxurious life is built on someone else's dream, because we know that Aaliyah was a huge competition for Beyonce, and she had to be eliminated for Beyonce to rise to the top of the industry. Well, we can't take away anything from Beyonce because she's incredibly talented too. However, Aaliyah was original and unique with her own style and sound. Even now, she influences many female artists, and deep down, Beyonce always wanted to be like her. While there are many other conspiracies encompassing the baby girl's death, nothing can be set in stone till the case is reopened. Such a heartwarming celebrity sacrificed in the name of an accident still does not sit right with people. Now, fans want justice for Aaliyah, and those who are involved behind the scenes need to be punished for their sins. One of them commented, "I think everyone had a weird feeling when Aaliyah died. It just didn't feel right. To those who orchestrated the setup and death of Aaliyah are going to pay." Amidst numerous conspiracy theories surrounding Aaliyah's untimely death, many contend that there are still unanswered questions, prompting a call for a re-examination of the case. The idea that such a beloved celebrity met her end in a mere accident doesn't sit well with many. There is a growing demand for justice for Aaliyah, with advocates urging a thorough investigation and accountability for those potentially involved behind the scenes.
Pilot, who we'll talk about in a minute, recommended that only 7 people fly with Aaliyah, or a total of 7 people in the party.
Usher's supposed allegations can be taken seriously by the public because we all know that he is the victim of Diddy's freak-offs. Sean Puffy Combs, with a career spanning over 3 decades in the music industry, has long been associated with rumors of hosting all-men parties. Recently, Twitter users have speculated about the possibility that Puffy could have played a role in grooming Usher. A TikTok video has surfaced, incorporating interviews with various rappers and singers discussing Puff Daddy's rumored all-men parties across different platforms. The video begins with an interview featuring Jamie Foxx, who talks about Sean Puffy Combs' alleged secret parties, suggesting that they involved young men.
So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man.
Rappers like 50 Cent have mocked Puffy, particularly in reference to the all-men parties he reportedly organized, including instances involving younger men, such as Usher's experience at Flavor Camp. In an interview on The Howard Stern Show, Usher discussed his early days in New York City, living with Puff Daddy as a teenager, and shed light on the parties and celebrations at the so-called Flavor Camp. During the Howard Stern interview, Usher touched on his exposure to the lifestyle without delving into specific details. He hinted at the wild nature of these events, expressing uncertainty about whether he would fully participate and indulge in them.
Moved to New York City. and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
Upon signing with LaFace Records as a teenager, Usher found mentorship in Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy. At the age of 14, Usher relocated to New York to collaborate with Diddy, blending work and social experiences. Beyond their professional endeavors, Diddy allowed Usher to partake in his lavish gatherings, aiming to infuse the young singer with a more edgy persona. In a 2011 interview, Usher, who currently serves as a mentor to Justin Bieber, shed light on Diddy's desire for him to embrace a more edgy image. Reflecting on the experience, Usher acknowledged that while Diddy's vision may not have led to immediate success with his first album, it set the stage for an enduring 18-year career. Now that is why Usher's revelations are causing stir among the netizens. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.